We are cruising down the Garden State right now as we speak. But what's up, everybody? Oop. Let's fix my camera here a little. I'm trying to have it so it's like sitting on my. There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. We're here hanging out. Like I said, I try to push myself to do these lives once a day if we can. That would be pretty sweet. But today, dude, the weather is so cold here in New Jersey. I mean, it's freezing. I would love to go flying right now, but the wind speed is so high that is not going to happen right now. So what I'm thinking about doing, though, is still going to the local airport, which I really enjoy going to. And I figured, hey, might as well do a live stream while we're doing that. Because like I said, I typically love to hang out at the airport a lot, actually. And it would be really sweet if I could somehow try to have a job there and try to do stuff out of the airport. That would be great, you know? And like I said, I'd be all about donating my time there and doing a lot of things, but I currently cannot do that. But I would like to in the future. So I wish that I could try to figure out a way to where I could get paid to do stuff at all the airports here. I wish that like I was some type of an inspector or something. I always wonder if there is kind of some type of a job that I could get that would have some kind of grounds over all these local airports. But what's up, everybody? It's Monday morning. Welcome. It is 10:45 on the East Coast. And what we're doing today, guys, is we're hanging out. We just were down in Cape May, but now I'm currently in the process of just trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. So typically on these days when I'm not really working, I would like to be attempting to hang out with you guys, doing live streams, try to interact with you guys that are following along, see what kind of videos you guys really enjoy what I'm doing. You know, I would like to know what you guys really enjoy seeing me do. And I do love sharing to the world my flying, because that is everything to me, guys, and it does mean a lot to me. But, you know, I do also would like to do a lot of other videos as well. Like, I would like to do videos on the New Jersey train tracks here. I would like to do videos on the New Jersey waterways, you know. I would like to do more videos of my flying in the air about New Jersey, you know? And really, I think that's what's really cool, is like me trying to express and share with you guys my adventures here in New Jersey, which is super cool, you know? Because a lot of people have never even been to New Jersey, or if they have been to New Jersey, they've never been to Cape May, they've never been to the southern side of Jersey. The East Coast side, you know, a lot of people from PA come out here and stuff like that. This town that I live in is more of like a shooby town, because in the wintertime it's ghost town here, but summertime, man, it's so packed and full of craziness. So right now what we're going to do is I'm going to get off the parkway here, because if I keep driving on the parkway, we're going to get smacked with tolls. And like you guys have seen in my previous live streams, lots of tolls here in New Jersey. Unfair, if you ask me. I do think that there should be a law where, like, when we're working here in New Jersey and we have to use the Garden State and we live here, we should not have to pay the toll. It's not right. But, you know, it was reconnecting right there. The one thing that's a little annoying about these lives that I do when I'm driving is that it seems to lose connection. And I think it's due to like the internet service that I have now with AT&T. It's like I used to have the greatest internet before, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's since I got the new iPhone 16, I don't know if I've changed up the plan or something. I don't really know. But currently these live streams that I do this on right now is that I'm using my iPhone 14 Pro Max, I think is what this phone is. And then now I use this as like my social media phone. So this does have a whole different number and stuff like that. and which I don't mind to give out to you guys, because like I said, I'm currently selling SkyMax frames and parts, and even Vitarazi engines with the paramotor frames. I currently am into sales for SkyMax. How many of them have I sold? I've actually only sold for them 2 so far, but I would like to push for more. I've sold a lot of parts for them, which is awesome. Well, if I'm talking about the full frames, it was only just 2 of them. And you know, it's really cool, and I do talk to a lot of people about SkyMax, and what's really nice about SkyMax paramotors is that they're built really well, and what most people don't realize is that the steel and the aluminum and the titanium steel, I'm sorry, that is on them is some of the best your money could actually ever buy. And what's so cool about that is that their metals that SkyMax uses is like a lot of the same metals that are used on the rockets that we see going up into space, which is, to me, extremely cool. And I like the idea of all of that, you know, and I don't know, paramotoring has been one of the coolest experiences that I've ever got to do. And what's really neat is, like, it's just incredible that I fly a model that is a lot different than what other people are flying. And don't get me wrong, I still would like to one day have a Scout, you know, Carbon. I would still like to own for myself a Parajet Maverick, definitely. And I would still like to have the PAP frame that everybody talks about. And for most of you guys that don't realize, I've actually flown all those style paramotors already. And for most of you that don't realize, the reason why I fly SkyMax is for a couple reasons. One being it was ironically the first one I've ever gotten. 2, because I've made so many videos with SkyMax that they have acknowledged my videos, which is really cool. And then they hooked me up with the SkyMax Star, which you guys currently see me flying the most, which is incredible. You know, the SkyMax Star is really a great paramotor frame. It's very big, you know, and I like that it's on the bigger side, because then I can put any kind of prop I want on there. I can put a bigger engine on it if I want to, which really, I love Vitarazi Moster 185s. They're more than enough power for what I'm doing right now. And realistically speaking, if I wanted to change up the engine on there, I still want to go with Vitarazi. They have the Cosmo 300. That would be nasty to have. But it would be cooler to have the Cosmo 300 on a big trike frame, you know? Like to handle all that power and weight, you know? Because really, there's no reason for me to have, let's say, the Cosmo 300 just on my regular foot launch. A lot heavier than what I'm rocking now. It'd be like double the weight probably. But really though, when it comes down to what to fly in paramotors, I really strongly believe that all paramotors are actually great, and I don't think there's really anything wrong with any of them. I do think that, you know, there are ones that are outdated, of course, and stuff like that, but I feel like anything that was built within the last 8 years, I feel like are great aircrafts. You know, there's no denying that. I feel like with what came out and how many people are getting into the sport now, it's like so much stuff has changed, right? So many people are doing it, and it's only getting safer, getting more fun, and yes, it's getting spicier too. A lot of people they believe that they can advance a lot quicker than where they're really at with their skills. Like for me, I still like to think I still have a ton to learn about flying, and that's why I'm in no rush for the sport. You know, it's like, it's already an incredible experience every time I get to go out, whether if I'm by myself like we are today, or if I get the pleasure of hanging out with other pilots that are way above my skill set. And that's what's great. Like some of these other paramotor pilots that I fly with that you guys get to see in my videos, they are so much more advanced than I am where my skills are. And you know, like I said, what's really great is the experience of other pilots, because the knowledge that they hold is different than what I hold. And it's just cool because we were all taught at different places. I fly with people that are self-taught. I fly with people that are very properly trained from other schools. And like I said, in paramotoring, I always recommend proper training, because there's a lot of things that you don't understand in the beginning. Like, just for starters, the rules. The number one thing you should learn first are the rules about flying, right? And I actually have learned in the process of me becoming a paramotor pilot, the most important things about getting into this sport are safety and the rules. And when you learn both of those things, the respect does come behind it. But don't get it wrong, guys. You know, I don't want anybody to be misunderstood with the type of flying that I do. Like, I did just recently post a video of something that should have never happened. Like, I should have never have hit another pilot in the air. And luckily, guys, we only hit the leading edge of the glider. And when I did that, you know, a lot of people on the comments have claimed like we should have been way higher to have done stuff like that, which is very true. And in this case, very false, I believe, because, man, if Azmat and I were any higher when I hit the leading edge, it spun him instantly into a 180, guys. And I don't know if you guys realize that or not, but he got spun around, and by the time he did a full 180, he was already on the ground, right? He hit the ground. And for some of you guys that aren't aware of what I'm trying to explain, is that he was getting caught in a spiral from me hitting the glider, and because it was taking in so much wind on that side that it was building up a right-handed speed for, you know, what was happening. And Azmat had no control. Like, he probably could have pulled really hard on the left brake, and maybe it could have straightened him out, but it happened so quickly, you know. And that's what's scary about sometimes when accidents happen. Things happen so quickly that, you know, you almost don't have a choice of what's about to happen next. And absolutely nuts, you know. And what's really crazy is just, you know, I could have really hurt Azmat. And if he was up higher, let's just say if we were up a lot higher, if he would have got caught in that spiral, it could have been way worse. And if we were higher, he would have been caught in that spiral. So me and Azmat have talked about this. We're both very happy that he was low, because if he would have had to have thrown his reserve, sometimes throwing reserve, you know, I'm glad that we fly with extra parachutes, but I would also be always very happy to know that we don't have to throw them. And Azmat, you know, I just don't know what would have happened if he got caught in that spiral, and I'm very grateful that he didn't, guys. Excuse me. So, right now, guys, if you're curious of where I'm at, we're passing the Wawa that we just stopped at the other day. Boom, there's the Wawa right there. And what I'm doing is that we're driving over to the local airport. A lot of times when I have off work like this, or if I have some time, I do enjoy just going over to the airport. Even if it's just for a few minutes, it's always a good time. So let's just get over to the airport, hang out, reminisce about the paramotoring life. But like we were just currently talking about, you know, like, I do have a lot of respect for the sport, and that's why I did drop back to talk about that accident I did go through, because, you know, that could have been so avoided, and it really should have been avoided. It should have never have happened. And, you know, I am not here to make the sport look worse or jeopardize us in any way. And I shared that video because I felt like it's for learning purposes. I hope that people saw that video and are like, I will never ever do that, you know. And that's what I pray for all of you, you know, to see that video and just to always remind yourself, like, hey, we don't fly over gliders. And, you know, when you get properly trained, you get trained to not do stuff like that, you know, and that's why, like I said, it's really important for all of us to always get proper training, always seek out bettering your skill sets. Like for me, I always practice all the time, and for most of you guys that are starting to come to realize, I do practice like almost every chance that I can get, because I do believe, you know, if you don't get out with the glider at least once a week and you're really trying to be a pilot with this life, that's not good. You know, like you need to get out there. You need to always have that practice. I do know people though, honestly, that that'll put their paramotor away for the whole winter and not touch it for the whole winter, and then get right back into it as soon as like springtime hits. And to me, that's good. Like, and I'm not here to tell you what you're doing is bad or not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying for me, I have to always practice, and if I don't at least touch it once a week, man, I don't know, man, I'd be pretty upset and feel like I'm losing my skills. Like I like the idea of practicing as much as I can. Excuse me. And keeping my skills up, you know, because I always do believe that we can always be better. There's always more to practice, and what's cool about paramotoring is that it's always slightly different because of the winds, right? We could be flying in no winds, which is not the case today. Today we have 35 mile an hour gusting, which is pretty high. And it's too high to go flying in. Even at the beach, I wouldn't try flying in this. But 2 days ago, I did go flying in high winds, but on the ground, they weren't that bad. But as soon as you got above the buildings, like I would like to say, man, like especially at 100 feet, we were parked and flying backwards, which was crazy. And then in between, I would like to say that 50 feet and 100 feet is where the winds were being very dicey, and it was bouncy, guys. Like I was doing a lot of up and down, and if you, the video that I will be sharing, you'll see a lot of times my glider, man, was like almost losing its inflation sometimes because I was coming close to having collapses. But when you fly in high winds, which there's nothing wrong with doing that, guys, it's sorry about that, I gotta put my seatbelt on. There's nothing wrong with flying in high winds as long as you understand what you're doing, you know? And meaning, like, you gotta get ready for brake checking. And I don't know if you guys understand what that is, but brake checking can be very serious if you don't understand it. And like when I was flying at the beach 2 days ago and I got hit with that wind, there was 2 times that my glider tried to get in front of me, and that's when dangerous things can really happen. If the glider gets in front of you, you are about to take on a massive collapse. And if you do not act to it quick enough, you will have a collapse. And I've learned now from flying in high winds all the time that if you just try to let the glider do its own thing, a lot of times the glider will have no problem with actually correcting itself if you're flying a beginner style glider. But when you go flying spicier gliders in high winds and you're meeting like the limits of what the glider's weight is, man, those collapses, man, they're like harder for a collapse to happen when you're more matching the weight. But like when I was flying the 30 meter on the beach, I'm way under the weight for the glider, and dude, it was just a little spicy. But like I said, I knew what I was doing, which really does make all the difference. All right, everybody, so we're finally here at the local airport. Very nice. Coming in, we always got to pass the dealerships. It's so funny how there's a Chevy and a Ford dealership right next to each other right here that you're about to see. Right here, this is the Chevy dealership side, and sometimes you guys see me go in on the Ford side, which is literally just one more road over this way. It's the other side of this dealership, obviously. It cuts right between them both. and it's owned by the same guy. That's Gentilini. So it's Gentilini Ford, which was first, and then I guess he was making so much money that he decided to do Chevy. So now he's Chevy Gentilini and Ford Gentilini, which is pretty epic. So right now, like I said, we're entering the local airport back here, which is super cool. I really enjoy coming back here. Like I was saying to all of you guys, I spend a lot of time back here just cause. So this side, guys, here it is. This is where the helicopter is on this side. But you know what? We'll go, screw it, guys. We'll go in on this side. We're over here. I came in on this side. We'll drive in on this side. Oh, am I gonna make that turn? No. No point in pushing it, guys. So like I said, this is the local airport. This is the way I always used to come in, but I actually don't come in this way anymore because I do try to give the rescue helicopter pilots a break for me. You know, I don't want to, if anybody doesn't really, I want to say, wants the paramotoring to be here, it would be these guys right here, because we don't have headsets to radio in, and plus we're very, very slow. So that's can be, you know, a very bad thing for the rescue helicopter when they're trying to get to people very quickly. So like I was just saying, guys, this here is the rescue helicopter. You guys have seen this in previous videos. It's really nice. They always keep this thing hot and ready. Look at that. It's super cool. It's all plugged in right now. Probably always keeping the batteries charged. Damn, that's so cool. I really do like coming here, but like I said, I try to stay away from this side coming in just so I don't upset them, guys. But I don't even have the paramotor on the back, so, but they do know that it's me back here. So check that out. It's a nice airplane. Someone put a nice cover on it. Ooh, they didn't put covers though over the filter, so that's no good. Birds can get in there. But these airplanes actually always go up for flights all the time. I see these airplanes flying all the time. So this is an airplane that I would really like to get one day, of a style like this. This is what like my grandfather had. It was very similar, like where the cab comes up and goes back. I'm not really quite sure what this airplane is called, but my grandfather, he had a 1948 Ryan Navion airplane, which was like an old military plane for that was like very heavy, and it was designed for like, I think, navigating or something like that, or like trying to search for things like that. It's cool, and I just recently found it. It's in Texas, which is super cool. So let's go drive over here. Go drive around, oops, the whole airport like we normally do. I actually need to use the bathroom, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come over here a little bit and park and relieve myself here in a second. Man, guys, I'm watching the windsock just be pinned right now. All right, let me pee right here. All right, excuse me for a second, guys. Wow. Man, guys, the winds are just so bad right now. And it's so cold. Wow, guys, it is so cold out right now. We have Carhartts in here. We have a whole bunch of stuff. Really, this sweatshirt that I'm wearing is from one of my car shows, and it's not really one of the best to be wearing for the winter. It's dope sweatshirt for the car show life. But all right, guys, so we're coming up to this is B, C. This is the C airstrip right here that we're passing here on the left. Dude, it's so bright over here right now, guys. Sorry. But yeah, super epic. Wow. Wow, I thought it was salt all over the airstrip, but it's just the little, like, snow that we did get. So So right now, guys, we're just here at the airport. I wanted to come out here. Normally, I always come out here a lot when I'm trying to kill some time. I actually come out here and I brainstorm for like what kind of a YouTube video should be next, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's so hard too, by the way, to like push myself to make these videos and stuff like that. And really, the live streams have been extremely difficult because here on YouTube, it's like I do have a good following that's going on. But it's funny because I feel like they just like to watch my shorts, which I really do respect. And I love the idea that I even have as many of a following as I do here. But like I said, they're more about my shorts because that's like when I get the most attention on the YouTube channel. And when I do these lives are tough to do, but I still push myself to do them. I always try to reach out to everybody because I want everybody to know what I'm doing, what I'm about. All right, there's no airplanes right now, but I wanted to get on the airstrip, guys, because I don't want to drive on the, whoa, the whole airstrip, guys, is complete ice. See that? I'm doing a burnout right now on the airstrip, dude. That's so crazy. Check it out. The airstrip is like covered in ice, guys. And I don't like beating on my cars, so I don't like to do that. And plus, my luck, I'll do a burnout on the airstrip and we'll run over one of the brand new lights that they just put in on the sides. But what I'm trying to do is kind of hurry this up a little bit and not waste too much time on the airstrip because planes could be coming in to land, you know, and right now we're on the strip. So what we're going to do is I'll come over here, we'll turn around, and we'll get off of the runway here, which we're about to start doing. Wow, guys, I can't believe that we're basically just riding on ice. Wow, I'm sliding. All right, please. Don't crash. Okay, now we're gonna turn around. So this is a spot right here that I actually have set up and taken off from a lot of times. All right. So check it out, guys. Right now in the video where you guys are seeing where I'm pointing at, straight ahead, to the left a little bit, like that's where the new flying spot is now. I absolutely love going over there. All right, everybody. So right now we're at the tip of the triangle. All right. We're at the tip of this triangle here, hanging out. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. My name is Dan. We were just here hanging out at the local airport. I wanted to just try to come on here, bust out another live for you guys. I really do enjoy coming on here, hanging out with you guys for as long as I can. And really all around, it's just a lot of fun, guys. So I hope that you guys all did enjoy. Like I said, I try to push myself to do this every day. It is hard to do. I do have a couple YouTube videos that I will be dropping, hopefully today, but we will see. So make sure you guys all stay tuned to that. Like I said too before, we have a giveaway that's going on here on my YouTube channel. And if you guys want to be a part of that giveaway, all you got to do is just be subscribed, okay? But for now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off. And what we'll do is I'm going to do a couple things here at the airport, and then I'll probably go home. So maybe try to do another live stream out in the garage. But like I said, it's so cold and the winds are so high. So maybe we might be able to fly this afternoon. I don't know. Excuse me. Woo! Excuse me, guys. But regardless of all of that's going on, I feel much better. I don't feel sick anymore, which is really nice. Being sick is never any fun, especially in the wintertime. But hey, we're here at the local airport. I'm super happy to be here, guys. So make sure you guys, like I said, all stay tuned for what's upcoming. I do have a lot more videos to drop and a lot more cool epic adventures to come. So like I said, make sure you guys all stay tuned. And until the next one, everybody, make sure you guys all fly safe, have a good time, stay warm. And yeah, like I said, until the next one, everybody, peace out.